Howdy y'all, I am Scott Grove, Dr. Groovy of GroovyMusicLessons.com. Be sure to head over there for some amazing paid lessons and some slightly less amazing free lessons. No, they're just as good as the others. Today, of course, doing Marshall Tucker's Can't You See, because can't you see right up above where it says that? I'm going to show you real quickly the acoustic rhythm part, how most people that don't have a full band play the lead guitar part in place of the flute, and then anybody that has a keyboard, hey, you might think about breaking the thing out. They generally have pretty decent flute patches, and we'll teach you how to play the flute patches on that and do the same part, and maybe you'll become a more valuable player, and definitely the song will sound a lot better. So consider grabbing an old Casio or something. Again, the piano sounds suck, but all the little flute things and marimbas and all that kind of stuff will sound great, because I'm going to do a little Margaritaville stuff here in a little bit as well along the same type of lines. Okay, so the actual rhythm part is done on electric. I'm not going to mess with that right now because I have this in hand. Sometimes it depends on if it's the studio version or the live version. So you've got 3 chords. You get D, and you're going to be using your pinky for a sus4, which means it's going to go to the 3rd fret of the high E string. Okay. It's done a few different ways. Whatever way you hear, play it that way. I know sometimes it's not that easy for some people, but it's played so many different ways that I'm just going to give you the chords and a couple different basic strumming or picking things that you can see. If there's a hammer on from open to open on the high E string after the sus4, which is actually the 3rd fret of the high E. And then we go to C add 9, which is nothing more than keep your ring finger where it was, 3rd fret B string. Simply add up here your middle finger to the C note, which is the 3rd fret of your A string. Some people like to go ahead and add the G on there. Some people will do a whole deal like that. It's up to you. So, you know, some people do the G with the 4 fingers, like I like to do, which is what I'll be doing, because that's what it does. Some people like to take their C's. You just simply do that. You could do that and it's just fine. The add 9 actually just gets rid of that and gets rid of that. So you got your DO symbol going. Okay, so you just have 2 notes actually for the real deal on the 3rd fret, on the A string and on the B string. Okay, so you got always nice to get that pickup note, which is open A. Okay, open, hammer on to the 2nd, then go to the D open string as you're going back to the D chord. So just those 3 chords. So that's basically all I'm going to show you there. Just do the guitar part if you have a guitar. I'm going to whip out the Dean Cadillac that I actually kind of did everything to last night in one quick evening. Didn't have to put too much time in here at all. I had all the parts laid out for the last 6 months. Okay, so the old Dean Cadillac, let you guys kind of soak that thing in. Looking amazing. And you got the drop D tuner thing there and all the cool things to make the strings go the right way. Okay, so to do this, Very easy. It is not as funky as some people make it out to be. Myself included, I've done some odd things with this in the past and will continue to do so because doing it over and over the same way is just exactly that. Okay, so with my fancy machine here, I'm going to show you what I'll play for you. Now everything will look like it's in D only, because it is. You don't have to go chord chasing. I'll play it and show you how it goes afterwards. Okay, so that's the way that dude goes. Okay, so it's the same thing, just an octave apart. And then we'll go over to the keyboards. So we start on the B string on the 3rd fret. Okay, so you get 3, and we'll do it like a tab. So B, 3, 5, 3, 5, slide to 7. And then 5 on the E string. So that's the first phrase. Now the next phrase is so that's on the high E string, 5, 7. Then we're going to do hammer on pull off, 5, 7. Okay. Back to 5. So we have 5, 7. Then 5, 7, 5. Back to the D, which is 3 on the B. Okay, the next phrase, phrase 3. Okay, which is simply on the B string, 5, 3, 5, slide to 7, 5 on the high E. So you got then 3. Okay, I let that part out, which again is 3, 5, 3, then 5, slide to 7. Then 5 on the high E. Okay, so all together. Okay, the next part is exactly what you would think it is. Here's where I kind of go jazzy with it, but the way the flute actually plays it live is just going back to the B string, going 7, 5, 3. Okay. 7, 5, 3. Now we have a little extra part at the end of the next phrasing. Okay, so that's it. All together with this, and then we'll put it together. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. One more time like that. By yourself. One more time by yourself. Okay, I'm going to leave, of course that track will be there for you to play along with keyboards, with guitar, whatever. Okay, the next one that is, again, beautiful, isn't it? Told you I was going to do it. Hey, we got a kill switch too. push-pull, add the middle single coil, all kinds of fun stuff going on. I'll do a review on it. Anyway, the next one is exactly the same, just an octave higher. No difference at all, except for you add 3 more notes at the end. So you got, I'll go ahead and throw them at you real quick. Again, it's only an octave higher and nothing has changed. 15. So 15, 17. Back to 15, 17 up to 19 with a slide, and then a high 17. So, and then 17. Okay, so 17, 19, 17, 19, 17 as a hammer on a pull off. Then back to 15 on the B. Okay. Again, that whole part. If I mess up, you know what I'm supposed to mean. Do as I mean, not as I play. Okay, and the ending part. Okay, which is 15, 17, slide up to 19. Then 17 on the high E. Now, we're going backward from 19, 17, 15. Okay, that gets us done with the lick, but now we have to do, which is at the very tail end of the flute part. Before all this starts up, there's actually a guitar solo for, quite a few times around. Then this part comes in. So it's cool if you do play it on the keyboard, because you can play your guitar part and do all that stuff, then finally come in with the keyboard, and it comes in with the flute sound, which is so easily made these days. Any $50 used keyboard will give you a pretty decent sound. Okay, again, your regular lick, which we did up here. Now we're going to do the last 5 notes, which is a pull off from 16 to 14. Okay. Now we're actually going to do 3, 2, 1 as in theory, which is actually going to be 16, 14, 12 on the D. Okay. You hear a noise gate shutting off, because I don't like to be noisy. Okay, whole thing. Okay, so everything together. Okay, I'm gonna, let's just start when I count. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Again. Here we go. Now we'll use the end tags. Okay, because that's the way it does. It plays through it a few times. So when you're getting ready to be done, that 2 little tags at the end that lets you or the singer or whoever know that you're getting ready to come in and it's time for them to sing, whoever that might be. Okay, so it's written that way. It's just a nice kind of little thing. It's the lead in, says, hey, time to play. Okay, I'm going to hang my white Cadillac back on the ceiling. Can you believe I actually did some work and put something together? It's amazing. Okay, so if we go right over here to the keyboards, again, I like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. Okay, this here I have done a review and a nice presentation on this old Yamaha PSR 292, which is what I always use on the top. Cheapest keyboard in the world. I've got 3 more sitting right back here. I got tons of these suckers. Just in case anything goes wrong, I don't want to lose them. But you can, again, buy them online all the time for anywhere between $50 and $75. It does all the greatest sounds that you could ever ask for, as far as these kind of sounds, the Margaritaville sounds, the fiddle sounds. I'm going to do a little bit, and some George Strait, and all those kind of sounds does it great. Horrible piano sound, but that's why you buy a good Kurzweil or something down here. But this thing, let me actually get it through the PA a little more. Check this out. Pretty flippin' nice, huh? So that's quite genuine for a live gig situation. Okay, for all you guys out there, same exact notes, of course. D, E, back to D, E, F sharp, up to A. Okay. That's A, B, A, B, A, D. Okay, A, B, A, B, A, D. If you don't know what all this means, you can follow me. Maybe if I put this right over this way, you can see it easier for people who are guitar players who normally just don't play keyboards and would like to kind of get on this thing. Okay, let's go from this angle. So for you guys, D, E, E, back up to F sharp, A, and that's A, B, A, B, A, D. Now back to E, D, E, F sharp, up to A, now back to F sharp. Okay, so F sharp, E, D. Okay, so the whole thing. Let me kick in. I'll kick that in at the end. Okay, the next one's exactly the same, no difference. So you just play it exactly the same. Let's get it over here for you other people that need it. Just go an octave higher, and it's nice to ride here on your volume knob and like. So the second part, same as the first. D, E, D, E, F sharp, A, A, B, A, B, A, D, E, E, D, E, F sharp, A, F sharp, E, D. Now we got. Okay, so there you're just going from B to A, and same one as on your guitar, F sharp, E, D. So the whole thing. Nice and slow. Whatever fingering works for you. Excuse me. That's my bad, sorry. I'll try not to make no excuses, it's just hard to reach and look at the camera and everything else. So let's put on the music, and I'll try to come back in the middle of it and give you a few times again to play through, okay? So I'll just come back since the music played behind me. Here we go. That's yours, keep playing. So there you go, kids. Hope you had fun. Hope you actually get a keyboard, man. It's nice and great. It sounds like the song. Okay, so Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com. And I don't know why I keep doing this, but I do. So you guys be groovy. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.